Very different outcomes for the Sooners and Cowboys this weekend. We will count the ways as we talk about their performances and find out where they stand now.
We'll take a trip to Classic Curve to try out a new restaurant.
Plus, we'll tell you how one local toy exhibit is helping some local kids and families.
And we catch up with singer and actress Kristen Chenoweth. It's all next on News OK TV. This is News OK TV.
This is News OK TV. No surprise, this is News OK TV. It's where NewsOK.com comes to your living room television. I'm Dave Morris.
And I'm Angie Bruss. You know, it's been one crazy football season with teams flip-flopping for the top spots in their conferences and in the polls, and this weekend was no different.
Angie, you're telling the truth. The Cowboys had a big win this weekend after defeating the Baylor Bears in Stillwater. That game was supposed to be a showdown for the title of Big 12 South leader. However, OSU dominated the game, breaking school records and holding Robert Griffin and his teammates to just 28 points. We sent the Oklahoman's Jenny Carlson and Brandon Chapman up there, and now they report. They talk about the Pokes' performance on Saturday.
I'm Jenny Carlson here with Brandon Chapman. Oklahoma State has defeated Baylor 55-28 today. Our OSU postgame is brought to you by Eskridge Lexus. They've got some great deals this month. Be sure to stop in and see them today. Brandon, let's start first of all about the fact that this game was supposed to be a showdown for Big 12 South supremacy. Lo and behold, we got a smackdown by Oklahoma State. What kind of statement did this game send today?
I think, it kind of made a statement that the Cowboys, they feel like they can compete for a Big 12 South championship, and they proved it today. They're sitting atop the Big 12 South right now after beating Baylor, and it was pretty clear at halftime. I think the Cowboys were up 24-0 at halftime, and it was clear they were trying to send a message. If you look at what the defense was able to do, it was simply outstanding, kind of shutting down Robert Griffin, especially early on.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that defense because they were really, really good. Robert Griffin a week ago goes crazy in the fourth quarter against Texas. He didn't even account for a touchdown today against OSU. How was the OSU defense able to do that?
I think they just did a really good job kind of dropping back in coverages, kind of containing him a little bit. He didn't run out of the pocket as much as a guy like Taylor Martinez did for Nebraska, and I think that was a big part of it. The Cowboys were able to cover pretty well. They were able to put Griffin in position where he had to make perfect throws, and he was unable to make those throws. When they did that, they were able to get off the football field, get the offense back on the field, and put up some points, and that put Baylor in position where they felt like they were running in sand, basically. They couldn't catch up.
Yeah, the 55 points is obviously impressive, but that's just the start of the big numbers for this Oklahoma State offense. 725 yards of offense. You had 435 yards of passing for Brandon Weeden. He was setting single-game records today. I know we expect big numbers from this offense, but this is getting ridiculous almost. These are like video game numbers almost. Is anything surprising for you anymore with this offense?
No, not really. Not really. Nothing surprising for me from this offense. I mean, for the most part, when this offense get things going and starts to get their playmakers making plays, I mean, there's very few teams that can keep up. There's very few teams that can stop them because you have a guy like Justin Blackman who's on the outside making plays, a guy like Kendall Hunter who's running the football. So you basically have to decide what you're going to try to stop. As soon as you do that, the Cowboys take advantage of the opening. So it puts defenses in a really tough position.
Hey, lastly, let's talk a little bit about Justin Blackman. He was gone last week, a one-game suspension. Back this week, another big day receiving. He even ran for a big touchdown, a 69-yard touchdown on a reverse play. He really looked like he was motivated today.
Oh, yeah, the thing you see from Justin Blackman, I mean, if you look at his numbers and what he was able to do today, we've just kind of gotten used to him doing that. I mean, looked up at halftime, he had like 7 catches for 101 yards or something of that nature, and you're just like, well, that's just a normal day for Justin Blackman. You don't really think twice about it. The guy's just been that special. But I think the thing that really kind of showed from him today was the reverse. He showed some open field running ability. His teammates showed some great blocks downfield, and that really, really kind of took the life out of the Baylor Bears at that point, and the Boone Pickens really got going and got excited at that point as well.
All right, thanks, Brandon. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at NewsOK.com and every day in the Oklahoma.
So thanks, Jenny and Brandon. The win puts OSU as the leader in the Big 12 South, and you can catch more highlights from that game online at NewsOK.com. Also be sure and look for Coach Gundy's press conference about the upcoming game this weekend against the Texas Longhorns deep in the heart of Texas.
And the Sooners were on the road playing Texas A&M on their home turf in College Station. Things went south, though, for the Sooners early. And while they came back late in the game, it wasn't enough to beat A&M. Now, the Oklahoman's Barry Trammell and Jake Trotter break down the game for us.
Another road game, another road defeat for the Sooners. From Kyle Field, this is Barry Trammell along with Jake Trotter. A few minutes ago, the Sooners lose to Texas A&M 33-19. Oklahoma football coverage is sponsored by Eskridge Lexus. And Jake, horrible beginning for the Sooners. They rally in the third quarter, but A&M spurts away to win it at the end. That start again killed Oklahoma.
You can't give points away on the first play of the game, and Oklahoma did it in the loss at Missouri, and they did it again tonight with the crazy safety that really Ben Habron's been terrific on shotgun snaps all year, but that was a costly one. And then Texas A&M came right back in 6 plays, and it was 9-0 3 minutes into the game. You thought that the Sooners might have been done for good in the beginning of the second half when A&M returned the kickoff for a touchdown. But you have to credit Oklahoma for at least clawing its way back into the game in the third quarter. Really had a chance to take control of the game at the beginning of the fourth quarter. But again, the fake field goal, that was the turning point.
James Hanna drops a fake field goal. Would have been a long touchdown pass from holder Johnny Nemo. Would have given the Sooners the lead. Drops it. From that point, A&M seizes the momentum. Takes off on touchdown drives of 68 and 80 yards, regains control of this game.
Yeah, and Nemo's pass was picture perfect. It might have been the best pass of any quarterback on the field today. It was right on the money. Bob Soup said afterward that wasn't the only play, and he was absolutely right. You look at the goal line stands that Texas A&M made, especially the one in the first quarter when OU really had a chance to stem Texas A&M's momentum, couldn't punch the ball in. And that really set the tone for the game. OU was just unable to run the ball. They couldn't run the ball at Missouri, couldn't run it tonight, and not surprisingly, they lost both games.
Red zone disasters for Oklahoma. A&M produces 3 goal line stands. 3 times the Sooners had goal to go inside the 5-yard line with before fourth down, 11 plays from the 5 and inside, did not score, had 4 plays from the 4, 3 plays from the 2. The Aggies turned them around, turned them back every time. Fabulous goal line defense by A&M.
Yeah, and we've seen Oklahoma make some of those goal line stands before, and you can't win when you don't score. When you have the ball in the red zone, again, you draw the comparisons between Texas A&M and Missouri. 3 times Oklahoma had the ball in the Missouri red zone, couldn't score. 3 times tonight they had it inside the 5, couldn't score. You're just not going to win on the road with those results. Now
the Sooners look ahead. Still have a shot at the Big 12 South title, but would need some help in terms of winning at Stillwater. Don't know if the Sooners have that in them the way they've been performing on the road. Stay tuned for further coverage every day in the Oklahoman. And here on News OK, remember, OU football coverage is sponsored by Eskridge Lexus. Stop in and see them today.
And you can hear from the players and the coaches about the game online at newsok.com. The Sooners will be at home on November 13th to take on Texas Tech.
All right, coming up, it's Oklahoma City in miniature. And when we come back, the Lego-themed exhibit that's helping kids.
Plus, she's been on Broadway and TV, even in movies. Now she's in the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. We talked to Kristen Chenoweth about her latest honor next on News OK TV.
If you're like me, you meet yourself coming and going. I need a way to stay informed that works with my lifestyle. That's what I get with digital delivery of the Oklahoman. It's fast and easy to use. I get all the news from the print edition, plus access to the past 7 days whenever, wherever I want. You can't beat it.
Your newspaper has evolved. Log on to thedigitalOklahoman.com to try it for yourself.
When you're as busy as I am, it's hard to keep up. Digital delivery of the Oklahoman keeps things simple.
Hello, this is Mary. I can help you.
Hi, my grandma wants to know how to record my show.
Press the guide button on the remote.
Abuelita, toca el botón guide.
Now find your show on the screen and press record.
Ahora busca el programa en la
pantalla.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
Now is a better time than ever to pick up the Oklahoman. Football season's here. That's why you need the best coverage anywhere. Pick up the Oklahoman every day or subscribe for complete coverage. And each Sunday, we serve up a special post-game section just for you. You want football? we cover football, and we cover it with the best reporters in the state.
John Rohde, Brandon Chapman here. 24-17 victory.
He's been proving people wrong his entire career.
Stay with the best coverage team anywhere.
No one has better coverage of football in Oklahoma, so there's never been a better time to pick up the Oklahoman.
Well, thanks for staying with News OK TV. We are quickly approaching the holiday season. It's hard to believe, and that means things are ramping up downtown.
But first, have you done your holiday shopping?
No. You?
No, not at all. All right, there's always lots to do in the holidays downtown, from ice skating to snow tubing to lights on Broadway, and this year you can add the OK Cityscape exhibit to the list. It's a Lego-themed show. It was housed at Penn Square Mall last year, but changed locations for this holiday season. And who better to tell us about that than parties guru Helen Ford Wallace? Check it out.
OK Cityscape is an interactive exhibit that is open to the public during the holiday season, and it benefits Oklahoma City Educare. This year we're at 10th and Broadway, 1100 North Broadway, and we're open to the public November 6th through December 31st. When you come visit us, you'll see Oklahoma City buildings and monuments built out of Lego bricks and elements. We have about 2 million bricks in this room. And all the money that is raised with sponsorship and of course admissions goes back to Oklahoma City Educare. New to OK Cityscape this year, we have the Oklahoma River, and the Devon Boathouse was commissioned by Devon, of course, and the river is built out of Lego brick like everything else here, and it has moving parts. You'll be able to race the Devon cruisers down the river. Those are made out of Lego as well. We've got a train this year, as well as moving cars, and people actually have the opportunity to customize those cars for a donation, so your family or your small business can actually be part of the exhibit.
We just opened our building last summer, so we've been in operation for a little over a year now. We're an early education center here in Oklahoma City. We serve 212 children, all from low-income families. And we do this in a year-round program, so we're able to offer them a lot of different services, like family support specialists that work with each of the families on achieving goals such as opening a bank account or going back to school.
Thank you, Helen Ford Wallace, for that report. And Angie, a question for you. Are you a Legos fan?
Oh, yeah. I played with Legos till I was 16. I love Legos. So yeah, that exhibit is amazing. I love it.
And you're a big fan of the new location, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, it makes it a lot more touristy. You know, you're downtown, like you said, already snow tubing or whatever. I think it's a lot of fun.
Agreed.
Well, now speaking of attractions, there are plenty of new shops and restaurants opening their doors in Class and Curve. Now, we've explored the area, taking you inside Balliette's on a whim, and most recently Bar 3. But today we're going to show you the new Cafe 501. Hey, it's Angie with News OK. I am sitting here in the new Cafe 501 with the owner of Cafe 501. This is the second Cafe 501. Obviously, lots of us are familiar with the Cafe 501 in Edmond, which is fabulous. This one is sitting in Class and Curve. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Tell us what brought you guys here.
Well, thank you. You know, Tom Blanton, who's a local real estate developer, we asked several years ago if he had a spot in Oklahoma City. We felt that we were ready to expand Cafe 501. And so back in 2009, he called us and told us about the Class and Curve project. And when we saw it, we were very excited about the whole project. It was a great project.
Now, you have a very nice style to the interior of this restaurant. Tell us about, it looks like little rods. Tell us about these that are hanging.
Yes, they're dowel rods, the 18-foot ceilings, you know, a lot of natural products in the building. We have OSB, which is usually you find underneath shingles, but with the talent of Rand Elliott, who did the interior work, it has a stunning look, really outstanding. And he's very talented, and he did the entire concept on the feel of the restaurant.
Yes, tell us what you were going for with the feel.
You know, a lot of natural. The one in Edmond is very natural, very warm, And we had that same concern. It's a very contemporary building here, so our concern was to make it warm and inviting. And we've had several comments that people don't feel like they're in Oklahoma City, that it's a very comfortable, very warm atmosphere, and that's what we were after. So he succeeded in doing exactly what we were after.
Right. And you know what? I really love the courtyard too. It's beautiful between Cafe 501 and Balliette's. You've got this waterfall.
It's a great area. You know, it's one of those things that I was telling my wife, that the chance of us having another landlord like Chesapeake to have some investment that they've done with the water fountains, it's unbelievable. It's a great synergy between Balliette's and us. It works very well.
Oh, definitely. It is gorgeous. And so, like you said, Rand Elliott helped you design, and then you brought your amazing food down here to Cafe 501 to Glass and Curve. So it's a great concept all in one.
It is. And we have the talent of the general manager, Melissa, and her staff, and then also Nordine, our chef that's been at Cafe 501 for 10 plus years. So it's been a great combination, and still making sure that we still hold Edmond in good regard also. So both of them work well together.
Definitely. And this is a bit bigger, I'm sure, than the one in Edmond.
It's about a third bigger. The one up there is 2,800 square feet, 29, and this is 4,200 square feet. So it is bigger.
What is your website?
Oh, website is cafe501.com.
Perfect. So make sure you check this out. This is gorgeous. I love it. Thanks so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Oh, very nice. I love their pizza. I love the location that you can go shopping and then go over there and have a little treat. It's fabulous.
They have a good cheese sandwich, people.
Yeah?
I don't even remember what they called it, but it was delicious. And it had, I think it had mushrooms. And you would think a cheese sandwich with mushrooms, it was delicious. Huh. It was outstanding. So that just shows you the creativity of their chefs. And
it's so good. You got to try their pizzas as well. Very good.
All right, coming up after the break, we speak with Kristen Chenoweth about her career and what's next for the Sooner actress.
Hello, this is Mary. I can help you.
Hi, my grandma wants to know how to record my show.
Press the guide button on the remote.
Abuelita, toca el botón guide.
Now find your show on the screen and press record.
Ahora busca el programa en la
pantalla.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
Looking for something to do on the go? Use Wimgo.com on your mobile phone to find the best local events wherever you are. Get the most out of Oklahoma. Log on to Wimgo.com on your phone.
It's all on Wimgo.
Need movie times on the go? Use Wimgo.com on your mobile phone to get movie times for all the local theaters wherever you are. Get the most out of Oklahoma. Log on to Wimgo.com on your phone.
It's all on Wimgo. I look up to you for all the things you do. I hope to be like you someday soon.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
Welcome back to News OK TV alongside Angie Bruss. I'm Dave Morris. You know, Angie, we have a lot of talent and big names that come out of Oklahoma, and each year a handful of those people are honored by the Oklahoma Heritage Association.
That's right. Dozens of entrepreneurs, scientists, actors, educators, and community leaders have been inducted into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. Well, this year was no different, with 6 people being honored, and I spoke with one of the inductees, Kristen Chenoweth, about the Hall of Fame. Hey, it's Angie with News OK. I am here for the 83rd Oklahoma Hall of Fame with one of the inductees, Kristen Chenoweth. How exciting is this?
I am so happy to be here. This is such a huge honor. I keep pinching myself.
I bet. Now, obviously, you're an author, musical theater, television, movies. I mean, what's next for you?
You know, people always ask me that, and I've never really, it sounds weird to say, it's like set goals. Like, no, I'm going to be a New York Times top 10 author. Now I'm going to go to win an Emmy. It's not like that. I just let kind of the Lord guide me and see what's going to happen next. I'm working on my next album and finishing a Broadway show in January and doing a movie and going back to TV. So I'm constantly busy, but these are high-class problems, and I feel very blessed to get to do all the things I love.
The single highest honor an Oklahoman can receive from our state is induction into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. So tonight is the culmination of 5 months worth of events. That's the naming, selection and naming of the Oklahoma Hall of Fame members, spending the summer getting their videos ready, meeting their families, and tonight we come together and put the medallion around their neck and induct them into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame. Well, the Oklahoma Heritage Association has been doing the Oklahoma Hall of Fame since 1927. It really was the sole purpose of why we were founded, to create pride in our great state and honor Oklahoma's best and brightest and create heroes for Oklahomans. So this is our 83rd year. We're very excited, and of course there's a lot of amazing Oklahomans. You know, we've been the first and the best at the only in so many things. So tonight we're going to induct Kristen Chenoweth, Judy Love, Ed Keller, Robert Hefner, Mike Turpin, and Lou Ward.
And you actually taught a master class here as well yesterday?
Yeah, I went back to my alma mater, Oklahoma City University, and 10 kids, I believe, sung for me, and I was actually blown away. I'm constantly impressed with my school and so proud to say that I went there because the kids are so talented and they're so excited. And I just remember being them and thinking, you have the world ahead of you, you know, and it was much a blessing and fulfillment for me as it hopefully was for them.
I bet. Now you kind of made your debut, Broadway debut with Your Good Man Charlie Brown, is that right?
I actually did a play first, of Scapin, a classical piece on Broadway that a lot of people forget because they think of me as musical theater, but then Charlie Brown came and that was an amazing experience.
That was it. And then she did Wicked, and then you wrote a book, A Little Bit Wicked, and Pushing Daisy is my favorite TV show, where you won the Emmy, right?
Yes, thank you. I loved that show. I miss it so much.
I bet. And yeah, tell us about what an honor it is for you to be inducted into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame.
You know, I keep pinching myself because I can't believe that they are doing, you know, putting me in this thing. But my family has been so proud, and I really accept this on behalf of the Chenoweths because, you know, this is where I'm from. This is what's taught me who I am. This is what I hold steadfast, you know, to my heart. And the fact that the state of Oklahoma is recognizing that. I do tout my state wherever I go. I'm sure people are sick of it, but I'm so proud of it. I'm proud of where I'm from.
And proud to be a Sooner.
Oh, yeah. I mean, OCU doesn't have football, so I'm going to go with OU. Sorry, OSU. I love the Cowboys, but I'm a Sooner.
There we go. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you again.
If people want to learn more about what happens tonight and really about the association as a whole and our past inductees, they can go to our website at www.oklahomaheritage.com, and you can learn all about our program. So I would encourage everybody to go to the website and learn more about it.
And what an honor for her and all of the other inductees that evening. And she was just so gracious and just couldn't believe that she would be inducted to this. Very humble.
She's gone and a long ways, hasn't she? I remember talking with her in the hallways at the OCU School of Music back in the 90s, and it's cool to see all the honors that she's gathered since then.
She's so talented. I saw her on Broadway. She's amazing.
Very cool. All right, after the break, we hit the runway. We see how some local designers included a children's toy into their fashion. Stay with us.
Need to find a business on the go? Use WimGo.com on your mobile phone to find the best local merchants wherever you are. Get the most out of Oklahoma. Log on to WimGo.com on your phone.
It's all on WimGo.
Looking for a great place to eat on the go? Use WimGo.com on your mobile phone to find the best local restaurants wherever you are. Get the most out of Oklahoma. Log on to WimGo.com on your phone.
It's all on WimGo. I look up to you for all the things you do. I hope to be like you someday soon.
Working hard for every smile. Another reason why Cox is your friend in the digital age.
Now is a better time than ever to pick up the Oklahoman. Football season's here. That's why you need the best coverage anywhere. Pick up the Oklahoman every day or subscribe for complete coverage. And each Sunday, we serve up a special post-game section just for you. You want football? We cover football. and we cover it with the best reporters in the state.
John Rohde, Brandon Chapman here. 24-17 victory.
He's been proving people wrong his entire career.
Stay with the best coverage team anywhere.
No one has better coverage of football in Oklahoma, so there's never been a better time to pick up the Oklahoman.
Well, thank you for staying with News OK TV. Now, earlier in the show, Dave and I told you about OK Cityscape exhibit, where more than 2 million Legos, Dave counted, were pieced together to create local landmarks.
And this year, the group found yet another use for the tiny building blocks. Earlier this month, celebrity designers, models, and musicians used their creativity for a Lego-inspired fashion show.
We're at Block Party OKC. We're here for Toyscapes, OKC Educare, here to support public schools of Oklahoma City. It's a great cause, and going to see a little bit of Lego fashion. Going to see some local designers, some local celebrities doing their thing on the runway, and hopefully see some cool Lego stuff, maybe some ties. You never know what. We'll see.
In this space, and like the younger crowd was just incredible, super fierce. My staff and I, we love a challenge, absolutely. And any designer, I mean, literally, if you give us a ketchup bottle, we'll design something cool out of it.
Wearing Couture by Jonathan Payne.
You know, for us, we just want to change the form a little bit.
Here we have another Jonathan Payne original. This is Liz.
And make it beautiful. Make something that's meant to be like a building block and like a learning tool. We did several test trial runs, and super glue was a dear friend of ours for this show. Like we did, some of the stuff had to be sewn, some of it had to be hot glued, and then super glued. So there was a step process with several of them. Like the shoes were probably the most challenging thing because the model's moving and walking and the bending of the foot. But no Legos were lost from any of our stuff tonight, so that was good.
And you know, Angie, we shot that in Film Row in downtown Oklahoma City, so it's kind of cool to see some of those buildings renovated and put to use like that. Gave a very cool setting for that fashion show.
Very cool, and we interviewed Desmond Mason. He was also one of the designers on News OK before the fashion show. Yeah, very cool, very cool.
Amazing what you can do with Legos and these creative people that, you know.
It's ridiculous.
It's inspiring. All right, that's it for this show, but you can watch all these videos and plenty more online at newsok.com.
And we'll be back next week with all new videos. See ya.
Thank you.